entrance has to be grand. Hi guys. No. Hi guys. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Hi guys. Hi. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Ayo Bello Awodoyin. I want to say thank you for clicking on this video, and to my new subscribers, I've seen a couple of new subscribers. Thank you very much, and thank you for subscribing. Sorry, where have I been? I've been doing so much. You people have to forgive me. People should pray for me. People have to forgive me for this, my on and off. But it's because I've been overwhelmed, and I'm going to be discussing all of that in this video. So, to everybody just meeting me for the first time, on this page, on this channel, I discuss social issues, family, faith, love, marriage. I run an organization called Initiative for Girls' Rights and Health Development, IGRHD, where I campaign to weaken harmful cultural and social practices affecting girls and women, such as breast ironing, female genital mutilation, rape, all of those issues. And I've been doing that for 7 years now, and our organization is headquartered in Osun State, Ile-Ife to be precise, Nigeria. So that's where I'm making this video from, and I want to say a very big thank you for the support so far. So today I'm going to talk about weaning my child. Yes, okay, so I have a baby. He's not a baby anyway, he's a toddler now, because he's about 16 or 17 months old now. So I've been weaning my child, and one thing about motherhood or parenting is you can't even know it all. They tell you this, and then you begin to unravel many things yourself. So I had done exclusive breastfeeding. I had done a previous video on breastfeeding. I don't know if you've seen it. If you check my previous videos where I talked about breastfeeding, I know that people have issues with breastfeeding, and I was able to explain types of breastfeeding and how I breastfed my child exclusively for 6 months. So I kept breastfeeding, and it was a very good experience. It was healthy, good immune system. It was never down, very energetic baby, very lively baby, everything check. So the weaning stage, there are so many reasons why people decide to wean their child. So weaning your child is actually stopping breastfeeding. It's not introduction of solids or introduction of extra food. Weaning your child simply means that you want to put an end to breastfeeding, and weaning can happen in different ways. There are some baby-led weaning, where the baby just refuses to take breast milk on their own. There's also the mother-led weaning, where the mother decides, to wean the child, just like mine. And there are times where you just have to wean your child because of issues, maybe because of maybe the mother is not available, or the mother has been sick, or just different factors like that. So those are basically the 3 kinds of weaning. So mine is a mother-led weaning. I just felt like, okay, I don't want to keep breastfeeding anymore. He's healthy, he's a big boy, and he's on the big side, and I just want my freedom. The idea of going for parties, and then you have to look for a way to breastfeed. I have to breastfeed him before he sleeps. I have to breastfeed him in the midnight. It's not like I'm tired, though. Of course, I enjoyed all of the experiences, but I just felt like, okay, I need to see him more independent. I need him to eat more, because it began to affect his appetite. Anytime he's hungry, he just comes to the breast, and when you give him food, he doesn't eat much. And I think that's a common challenge with exclusively breastfed kids, and that's one thing that discourages people. To the best of my knowledge, people in rural communities like this, they say, I want more exclusive one, King Jam. They don't really eat well. So I actually experienced that, but that's not true. I think it depends on the kind of snacks you introduce to them, and your attitude when you introduce them to food. You understand? So engaging a baby with what they eat and all of that has to do with a lot of skills. You have to be creative. There are times I am feeding my baby and I'm singing just to encourage, because you give him 1 spoon, he dances and he goes down, and then you have to hail him, you have to sing, you have to pet him, and then give him the next spoon. And the thing about kids is kids don't know that, okay, you have to eat now. Babies, they feel like food is always there. So when you give them food, they don't know this is meal time. So They can go, come back in next 15 minutes, 30 minutes. There are times I give my son cheese balls in the plate. He takes one, he leaves. Or I say, finish these cheese balls. He doesn't finish. He can come back maybe 1 hour, 2 hours later to finish that cheese balls. And I'm like, I was just about throwing this away. Why are you eating it now? You know, so it requires lots of patience to make sure that your child gets very good food. So the winning experience for me has been very emotional. I cried though, because I cried. Like, it's the most difficult for me in motherhood. It's just the most difficult experience for me. So I decided to stop breastfeeding him on Saturday before Easter. I think that was 16th of April. So what I did was, I did not just stop breastfeeding. So what I do is, instead of breastfeeding him morning, afternoon, night, I started out by skipping breast milk for breakfast. So what I did was, I decided to stop. I skipped breast milk for breakfast. I stopped giving him breast milk in the morning. So I began to reduce it like that. So I was reducing like that. At times I give him breast milk just at afternoon, but it was very, very difficult because he's used to it. He's used to taking it round the clock. So he would always come and throw tantrums, you know, trying to suck. And I'm like, no. And that is the problem. It's really difficult to say no. You know, this is a child you've been nurturing for how long? This is somebody you love. This is somebody you want to make happy all the time. When you're now the cause of the child's pain, you're the cause of the child's frustration, it's different. So the first day, he didn't even complain. In the morning, he was trying to get, you know, there were a few times, okay, I just said, okay, take. So at night, I refused to breastfeed him. So when he woke up, I decided to get some of the snacks he likes, fresh yolk, Capri Sun, all of that. I gave it to him. He was like, no, he's not having this. I want to take breast milk. Okay, I said okay, and then I breastfed him. Next day, I decided to use bitter leaf. I know people try all sorts. Please, if you have weaned a child before, let me know, what did you use? Because me, I had to go take bitter leaf, and then I rubbed bitter leaf. In fact, I made an attempt to wean him before this Easter. Yes, so the first time I put bitter leaf, he sucked it with the bitter leaf. Like, he looked at me like, why is this thing tasting funny? And then he continued sucking. I was like, God, because you can't just stop breastfeeding. He has to get there and get discouraged. So it's not just about you saying, no, I'm not going to breastfeed you. You know, there has to be something repelling that sweet experience. So, but the bitter leaf didn't work. So I discovered that I did not put it very well. So, but this Easter period, when I decided to wean him, I got the bitter leaf, and then I had to put the juice and also leave the, how do I say, mogbo ewuro, like, mogbo, you get. So, and then I had to put it, and then I had to even put it like that with my bra, like everywhere I was going, it had to be there. So anytime he wants to breastfeed and I bring out my breast, he gets irritated, and then he begins to pick out the leaf one by one, showing this so much disgust. And then I tried to breastfeed him. It was so bitter, and then he just looked at me like, what is happening? And then he gets distracted. He goes to watch cartoon, and then I give him something else. And I discovered that at that time, when I refused to breastfeed him, whatever it is I offer him, if he likes it, he's going to eat it. So that's a way to improve, you know, their feeding habits, or, you know, just to get them full. You know, he began to finish his food at that time when I stopped breastfeeding him. So he went on for days. I know people would say, oh, within 2-3 days he would forget. My son did not forget. 10 days later, he has still not forgotten. So that was the first day. Then the next day, we went to church on Sunday. I didn't give it to him. From there, we went to my in-laws' place. Throughout the day, I didn't give it to him. He was excited, playing with other kids. I was giving him snacks, so there was no reason to really breastfeed. But the issue was putting him to sleep. Since when I've known my child cannot sleep without breast milk, because I always carry him and then rock him to sleep. So it was really a difficult one. He kept crying. He kept itching his eyes. I was helpless. I could not. He was throwing lots of tantrums, screaming. I had my husband carried him, it wasn't working. He was just everywhere, he was just all over the place. So I think I had to now back him. So because then he had refused backing. Anytime I tried to put him on my back, he would try to calm down, like, I'm a big boy, don't try to back me. So now I had to improvise, shower, give him warm milk, and then put him on my back. And I have to rock him. It's a lot. There are times he would come down from my back and scream and cry. These were very, very emotionally sapping moments for me. There was a day I had to call my mom, like, what is happening? Will this thing work? Should I just bow to pressure and continue breastfeeding him? Maybe I shouldn't stop now. So it continued like that. Monday, Tuesday. So there was a day he woke up. He was so weak because he refused to eat the previous day. And I also did not give him breast milk. He was so weak. He looked like he was fainting. Like I could not carry him. My husband had to carry him. He was like, we had to now feed him. I think it was yogurt, and then he sucked it. Started closing his eyes. I was like, wake up, please, don't close your eyes. Gave him rice, gave him all sorts, and then he slept off. He slept for hours without breast milk. And I think that was a very remarkable day, because I was like, wow. And then he woke up, just bits of struggle like that, and then waking up in the midnight, screaming down the place because he wants to suck. So it's more about decision making. Yorubas will say, my dadre, and it's not easy. That process of dadre is not easy at all. How would you dadre or more that you gave birth to and you've been nurturing for how long? So now let's talk about the breast being engorged. Do you know how it feels when you've not when you've not fed your baby for long? And the pain, before 24 hours, I was already feeling sick. There's this fever that comes with it. Your breasts are engorged. You cannot pass out milk. And, when you start breastfeeding initially, once your baby is like a month or two, the way your breast milk will pump, the way it would keep flowing, is not the same as after 1 year. So after 1 year, it doesn't keep. So I don't even try to pump it out because it's not that much. You understand? Compared to when I just had him. So it wasn't like I could really pump it, and even if I tried to pump it, it would be so painful because it was already engorged. So all I had to do is go the natural way or the traditional way. So I had to get hot water in a towel to massage and then let the milk out. So that was what I could do. And then there was one miracle that happened. There was a day I was in so much pain. I couldn't touch it, I couldn't press it. I was just there, and I put agidi. So I just rubbed agidi on it. It was so soothing. I don't know if you've heard of this before. So immediately I rubbed the I don't know the effects. It was my mom that told me to put So immediately I just put it like cold pap. I was able to sleep. It wasn't so engorged anymore. So that was it. I went through about 3 days, 4 days of massaging my breast with hot water, with towel, pressing it and letting the milk go out. So that was it anyway. Please share your experiences with me. I'm recovering now. It was emotionally draining and physically draining because I had sleepless nights. My son would always wake up, but you just have to be consistent and determined. And don't let anybody force you into winning your child. You determine when you want to, because it's only you that can decide. You understand? There are times where you and your son need to partner to achieve a result. But when it comes to winning, you have to make the decision, not really because of what anybody wants to say or what anybody thinks. So you have to decide, because it comes with a lot of determination. I kept telling myself, what do I want to achieve? I want my son to grow. I need him to eat more. I need him to socialize more with other people. I want to be able to leave him and go about my day doing things and not be worried that, what would my son eat? I want to be able to take him to my parents for weekends, for holidays, and not feel like, I need to breastfeed him. I have tried 6 months exclusive back to back, working from home. He has access to me for more than 24 hours. We are always together. So it's important for him to learn to do great stuff now. And I think for me, that is where the tough decision of being a mother happens. Once you have your child, you want to help them do everything, you want to guide them, you want to help them, you don't want them to go through any stress. But choosing to win your child means you're ready to let go. It means that you're ready to allow them be, you're ready to allow them grow, and you're giving them the freedom to do exploits. That is how it is for me anyway. I would like you to share your experiences in the comment section. I hope that you have learned one thing or the other. I know that it's different experiences for different people, but mine was very, very emotional and very, very sapping, and I wish I was told. But when it comes to parenting, there's really little people can tell you, because even when they tell you, your experience, your reality would make it a different ball game. So thank you very much. I hope this helps anybody that is planning to win their child. I'm not trying to scare you that it's a lot of stress, but it has to do with determination. It has to do with consistency. You have to make up your mind. That has to be the driving force. And maybe because of my person, I need to understand the why before I can do something. Because the first time I tried to win him, after 2 days or more, I gave him breast to suck, because I could not. And my husband was like, "Why did you give him after all the efforts? Why?" I'm like, "Oh, sorry, we'll try again next time." But now I'm happy that I'm free. I can sew clothes that I don't have to now start thinking of ways to breastfeed. I can wear the kind of bras that I want, not necessarily nursing bras. It just feels good. Feels good, man, to be back to living the life. But I'm going to miss the experience. It's a very beautiful one. The bonding is still there, and it's just a very good experience for any human being, for any woman. And kudos to all the parents out there, intending parents, everyone nurturing a child, be it primary caregiver, secondary caregiver, tertiary caregiver. You're doing an amazing job. So till next time, don't worry, I'm going to be coming often. It's a deal. I'm going to be coming often. Thank you very much. So kindly share this video to anybody you think the video would entertain, educate, informate. Thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. I hope this has really brightened your day. Thank you very much. And to all our Muslim brothers and sisters, Ramadan Kareem. Send the meat. Okay, this is not the big Salah. Oh, sorry. Just send anything. Remember to show love. Remember to make somebody smile, even if it's a toddler. Try to make somebody happy. Thank you very much. Bye.